What's up, AnimeBallZ fans? Ray here, bringing you another exciting episode of This Is. Today's This Is none other than the cutesy magical girl anime, Madoka Magica. Now, I could go into a long spiel about what this is all about, but I believe that would be getting a little bit
off the tracks.
So instead, I'm just going to talk to you about the story and the characters. So in the series Madoka Magica, there are non-human entities known as witches. They live in private worlds called labyrinths, and each labyrinth is based around the subconscious of the actual witch, and, well, obviously humans can't see them, otherwise there would be a huge uproar and some sort of magical war would break out and everything like that. Now, if these witches are left alone, then they mark humans with something known as a witch's kiss, which generally affects humans in a negative way, causing accidents, diseases, and even so much as suicide. To combat the witches, a strange familiar of unknown origins called Kyubey looks for adolescent girls with the potential to become magical girls in order to ask them to sign a contract with him. Once the contract is performed, the girl is granted magical powers in exchange for a wish. The powers and the weapons of each girl is not only just based on their innate abilities, but it also reflects in a sort of way the wish that they ask Kyubey to realize for them. So our story takes place in the fictional city of Mitakihara, where 14-year-old Madoka Kaname and her best friend Sayaka Miki are approached by the entity I mentioned earlier named Kyubey. Kyubey offers them a contract where a girl is granted a single wish in exchange for becoming a magical girl with powers that is tasked to combat the evil witches. However, a transfer student named Haruma Akemi tries to stop Madoka from accepting the contract and becoming a magical girl. As Madoka contemplates becoming a magical girl, she finds out that the life of a magical girl isn't as glamorous as she thought, and their lives are filled with anguish, suffering, and despair. Soon coming to learn the dark secrets about magical girls and witches and the burdens that it places on her friends, Madoka struggles to find a wish worth granting that she is willing to risk her life for. And that's about all of the story that I can give you without spoiling anything just a little bit too much. So with that out of the way, let's get talking about
the good, the bad, and the dubbers.
So our title character, Madoka Kaname, is voiced by none other than Christine Maria Cabanos, and she's known for such roles as Squid Girl from Squid Girl, Silica from Sword Art Online, and Asuka Nakano from K-On! Her best friend Sayaka Miki is voiced by none other than Sarah Williams, and Sarah's only other major role in anime has been Lisbeth in Sword Art Online. The transfer student Hamura Akemi is voiced by none other than Christina V, who's also voiced Mio Akiyami in K-On!, Noelle Vermillion in Blaze Blue, and Elisa Boskanovich in Tekken Blood Vengeance. Kyubey, the strange familiar from unknown origins, is voiced by Cassandra Lee, who's also voiced such characters as Sake Mikijima in Durarara, Ritsu Tainaka in K-On!, and Leo and Luna in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. All in all, Madoka Magica is a pretty decent series. There are times where it ventures into a little bit of dark and dangerous territories where reminiscent of a style of Neon Genesis Evangelion, and there are also times where it gets just a little bit too girly for some of the more shonen driven audience members, but in my opinion it does tend to keep these two themes of the anime to a little bit of a minimum, at least for the first half of the series, before it starts to really overpower the rest of the anime. It wasn't exactly my cup of tea, but then I've never really been that big of a fan of girly girl anime, like Cardcaptor Sakura, Sailor Moon, and a third one that currently escapes my mind that I'll probably put in the little text box down the bottom of this video. But if that's the sort of thing that you like, then by all means go out and watch it. It's quite popular in the Western world right now, as is shown by the amount of cosplay photos that you can find on the internet if you just Google search Madoka Magica cosplay. but I don't exactly like it. I'm not saying that it's not good, I'm just saying that I don't personally like it. I still give it a hearty recommendation to everyone watching this video, but I don't think I'm going to be sticking around for the entire series. All in all, Madoka Magica is a pretty decent series, I said that before, with almost enough action, girly girl moments, and, well, psychological horror, for lack of a better word, to satisfy nearly everybody in your family. So I will give it a pretty good rating of about 7 out of 9 vending machines. Anyway, that's another This Is for this week. I'm Ray. Catch you on the flip side.